Hi, everyone. Welcome to Just Frank and Killian. My name is Just Frank, and he is still.
Just Killian.
That was very formal.
It was kind of formal. I feel in a formal mood tonight. I don't know why. Very formal. I got my black tie on. Got my black hat on.
Shouldn't we have a black armband
Where
on?
is your hat, please?
Right here.
Get it off the barbecue.
Get it off the barbecue?
Yep. It's sitting right over there on the hibachi.
I got wires all over me. I look like hell. I'm just kind of like a hot mess.
All right. Well, can we please start sporting the merchandise, please? Thank you. Let me see. Douche.
Douche gear.
Oh,
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Just Frank and Killian. I'm Just Frank.
I'm still Killian.
We're here to entertain you, make you happy, make you sad, bring you up, take you down, turn you in, turn you out.
Upside down.
Is that what you say to hookers?
I don't know. I don't really say much to hookers. Yeah. Don't have much to say to them.
So much to cover this evening. Let's see. Let's catch
Where do you
every.
want to start? Tampa Bay?
Well,
Super Bowl?
let's start today and work backwards.
Okay. Larry.
All right, to where I am right now. Well, no.
Let's go to Larry.
We'll start with the thought I had earlier and rewind from there.
Okay.
Because I don't want to lose this thought.
It's yours.
Why aren't guys honest?
Afraid, fear.
Okay, you saw Tootsie,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
The woman being friends with the other woman and then doing the scene of, you know what I'd really like? A man to walk up to me to tell me I'm attractive and tell me he wants to have sex with me. I would embrace that honesty. And then when he does it later on, she slaps him or pours a drink in his face.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here's my point. I was thinking about this. I was thinking over many situations that people are going through, including myself, having been lied to by a ring bearer.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my question. Why aren't people honest all the time with their significant other?
Could be a variety. A lot of variables. You want three?
People say they want honesty, but do they really want honesty? And how did you magically find a chair that made you taller than me finally?
I'm trying to
work.
work.
Are you having short-itis after Vegas?
No. Posture. My back has been hurting me, and I was told to sit up straight, shoulders back, posture. So I actually feel better. It's more work to sit up straight, more work, but better in the long run.
So why aren't guys honest? I can't speak for women. They apparently are just shitbags who lie.
It's not in our DNA, or we're just happy being schmucks.
So I safely assume that all women lie to protect themselves, and I get that.
Do you think all women lie? I don't know.
I don't think women have the capability of being honest.
See, I haven't really been lied to that much. You know, I don't have it. I don't have your
rookie.
I don't have your experience.
Scars.
I haven't been married or engaged 6 times.
The reason I bring that all up, there's a segue to this because I knew the story we were going to talk about, right?
Okay.
I personally think it would be refreshing to be in a relationship where you could be brutally honest with the person you're with, whether or not it works for their feelings, whatever the case. The reason I bring that up, our first story of the day, Larry Flynt has passed away. All right. So you're dating a guy, and he whips out the whole, oh, by the way, I take pictures of vaginas for a living. I knew that one would get you. First of all, can you picture this conversation in your life?
How does he bring that home to the wife? Like, I want to become.
Well, it's third date. It's definitely like anal. You got to wait till the third or fourth date before you whip that out.
God.
You didn't never see this coming, did you?
I did not.
High five for me for setting this one up. Come on.
Wow.
First of all,
right out of the gate.
If you're a guy out
there, right out of the gate.
If you're a guy out there who's been shit on by women, hey, you love the first segment.
Are we in therapy? Is this a therapy session?
If you're a woman who's been shit on by a guy, I've been shit on worse.
Yeah.
Look, my dad died in the last 6 months. My ex took off with my friend and Brazilian jiu-jitsu coach.
Best friend or one of.
Good friend.
Good friend.
Let's go with good friend.
Oh.
A man who came to my house.
Yeah.
He drank my wine. He coveted what I had. And by the way, he manifested it. So good law of attraction on his part.
What's that commandment? Thou shalt
not covet thy neighbor's wife.
Okay, but this is even worse.
He was in my home.
He was a welcome guest in your home.
He's playing with my cats, sitting on my couch, looking at my TV.
What's that movie? It reminds me of that movie. What was it? I'm trying to not get squirreled. I'm trying not to get squirreled. What was it? He's in my house. He's sleeping in my bed. No, am I thinking of something?
Are you thinking of Fatal Attraction again, which we did the other day?
No.
You brought him to our home?
No, we're thinking Godfather. In my house where my kids play, where my wife sleeps.
Is that where?
That's Fredo.
Yeah, but that's also Fatal Attraction. You brought her into our home?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
And I've also dated women who boil bunnies. So.
Have you had a fatal? You've had a couple Fatal Attractions. Yeah, I know you have.
It's the law.
It's bad luck. I've had one bad thing that I can't even bring into therapy. It was that bad. But this is your show.
We joke about
you brought
this,
it up.
especially after the Vegas episode.
This ain't a topic I'm really interested in.
We joked about it on the Vegas episode, right? Hard to believe that I'm still single. I'm single because I want to be single.
Yeah.
You only can burn someone so many times before you go, yeah, I'm a little jaded.
Are you jaded? Yeah, I was saying, I read your mind. You're jaded.
You know what I need? I need a woman who's more jaded than me that's been more fucked over.
Oh, yeah. Do you really want that? Why? Because so you'll have the camaraderie, so you'll have the
First of all, the sexual chemistry would be off the chain.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? We're both fucking each other to get over the others.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, more importantly, it will more than likely piss off whomever we were with previously because I'm a flaunty kind of guy with a blue belt in jiu-jitsu who's an MMA fighter and a boxer who can't be intimidated by any creature on the planet, more or less. And to be perfectly honest, I would find it hilarious to
just show up where the other guy is, or
great.
Oh,
cock of the walk.
And you have no worries because again, you'll stay humble, but you can if it comes down to rough and rowdy and party time.
Which takes us to where I was going with this.
You're really on a good one now. This is your show. Go.
You didn't even see this coming, did you?
Go. I'm just waiting to how we're going to tie this to fucking Larry Flynt dying.
All right.
One of my heroes, by the way, when I was a teenager.
Which takes us to my point.
Okay.
What date do you whip shit out on? All right. We can only speak from a guy perspective.
Yeah.
Since we're guys.
Okay.
All right. So you're into bondage. How many dates does that take?
If I was into bondage, it would probably take about 10 dates to delve
10
into
dates.
it. I would think.
So you've already had sex.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward missionary, spent the night cuddled. Mm-hmm. Right?
Breakfast in the morning. Okay.
But on date 10.
But on date 10.
Buddy.
I need
as
more?
a guy who showed up with a gimp outfit to Vegas.
Oh, my God.
Well, I tied all in.
I know.
Am I not impressive at this moment?
Yeah, you're good.
Right now in your head, you're going, he's a fucking genius.
Oh.
I thought I knew where he was going to go with the show today.
I didn't know. I was not
Little
prepared.
did I know that he'd be talking about his dead dad, his ex-fiancée, pain and angst.
We didn't have any script but Larry Flynt, folks.
And
we
tied
were just
it all
talk
to
about
Larry
Flynt. We were going to talk about Brady and the Bucks.
Here's what I've learned about pain. Laugh at it, and nothing gets rid of bad pussy as much as new pussy. I guess for a woman to get the taste of bad dick out of your mouth, have new dick in your mouth.
Oh, my God.
Shout out to anyone who needs.
Wow.
Shout out.
I don't know what to say.
I know. You want to shit already, don't you?
I got to take a shit soon.
Okay.
This is going to let me breathe for a second.
All right. All right, let's talk about this.
Fucking pinch a
right. I got a great show planned.
Oh, my God.
All right, let's go through the list.
All right.
Let's start easy.
10 dates.
No, let's start easy. We'll start easier.
Okay.
Even though you have the GIMP outfit. Please go to our Facebook page, our YouTube channel.
Invasion in Vegas,
you know
which wasn't the best title, by the way.
Apparently.
No, it was awful.
Okay.
I need to be consulted on future hashtag shit that we need to put on the title. I'm good with headlines. I worked for a newspaper for 20-something years. Don't you think I know about headlines? Hello?
Love affair with Superman over. You know what? Apples don't cost a
Lois
nickel,
Lane,
Clark.
Metropolis, Superman Lives. No, that was kind of weak, but I was on the spot. Continue.
Listen, Clark.
Yeah.
Apples don't cost a nickel no more. You didn't see Superman versus Batman.
I don't like that
myself.
whole DC bullshit.
Wow,
I'm a
and
model
I'm
guy.
a nerd.
I'm a model
Ladies,
guy.
can you believe that this get is ungettable?
You can be get. You're still holding off hopes.
I need an honest.
You're holding on to the dream.
Here's what I want. I want an honest, jaded woman.
Okay.
Who's got nothing left but brutal honesty in her life.
All right. So we talked about what you want. Now let's segue.
Now,
Wait. Favorite love movie
ooh,
that brings tears to your eyes.
I knew that if I got you on the right topic, shit would come out of you.
Favorite all time. I'm talking. Is it English Patient? Is it Out of Africa? Is it Driving Miss Daisy? I don't know what.
No.
That was a legitimate
My
question.
love story.
Yeah, love story.
That gets it from me every time. The President of the United States.
American President?
The American President.
Oh, that was a great movie.
That's great.
Oh.
First of all, I like
him
Michael
walking
Douglas.
down.
First of all, I like
with
Michael
her,
Douglas.
And he's going, I bet you,
And it's Annette Bening.
nice shoes.
I like Annette Bening.
Yeah.
Where
But
he basically does the scene of brutal honesty of, I know what the problem is. Sex.
Yeah, they're in, and she just goes in the bathroom and gets undressed.
Gets naked.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That never happens in real life. You know
not?
why that happened?
Why?
Because he's the fucking president.
Yeah, maybe. You've never asked a girl to go get naked in the bed? You've never asked that?
I've never gone on a date, come back, and had somebody naked waiting for me.
Wow. I'm trying to think. Have I had that?
I tend to not make the... Okay,
Well, you've been married. You never had your wife do that? Nope. Wow. Interesting.
I mean, they've got nighties and outfits on.
Yeah, but not...
Yeah, no.
Just,
nothing like...
No, it's just...
I brought out the fucking coconut spread. Let's get... I've had that, but that's because they're drunken starfishing on me later on. Remarkably, the women I date turn into alcoholics.
Yeah.
Can't imagine why that is. Can you? You've hung out with me.
You're smarter than you think you are, and you drive people to drink.
I do. I drive everybody to their worst addictions.
You bring out the worst in people.
I will say this, ladies, if you're looking, 80% of me is great. Impeccable. I do writing every morning. I work on me. I meditate.
Your yoga.
I do yoga. I walk.
Yeah. You care.
I am physically adept at handling bad situations.
Are you codependent?
No.
No?
Not even remotely.
I am a little.
Are you?
I think so.
You need to be tucked in?
No, I need to tuck in and then give you everything that you need, and then I'll forget about me until the end of the day.
Unless you were happy.
That's codependent.
Yeah, I was.
You were used to be like that. Was, not no more.
No, that's been a long time.
You've grown.
Well, number one, when your ego is snapped from your body, like snatching the pebble from your hand.
After the sixth betrayal?
Betrayal's strong. Betrayal is strong.
How about knife
It's
in
a
the
pretty
gut?
good start.
Knife in the gut?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why you're jaded. I mean, I know. I get it.
Drinking myself to death, ODing myself to death, locking myself up as temporarily insane to death.
Yeah.
So
You've been through the
I
ringer.
write and meditate, and I work on this version of me on a daily basis. But it hasn't lost my sense of humor in the whole process.
No.
I see the humor now. I get it.
You get it.
I see the joke.
What is the joke? What is the joke?
Sorry, I was quoting the Batman.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You quote that movie.
Now I see the joke.
You quote that movie a lot.
Why so serious?
Yes, son.
Why so serious?
Why so serious, son? I miss Heath Ledger.
See these scars? You want to know how I got these scars? I got a wife. She's into gambling, see? She gets in deep with the wrong people. They cut her up real bad. She's terrified. She can't stand the scars on her face. And I try to tell her that I don't care. I don't. So I take a knife and I put it in my mouth. And I cut myself like this. I do that. I do this. You know what?
What?
She can't stand the sight of me. And she leaves me. Now I get the joke. I'm always smiling. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Wow, that was a rendition
Heath
of
Ledger.
Heath. Rest in peace.
Women get wet by Heath Ledger.
Why?
He can say on the first date I'm into bondage, and women would be up for it.
That's the difference. Like a celebrity can say that. Elvis used to have.
I think if
Elvis
you're hot,
used to say. I heard Elvis used to call in. Okay, get me 3 girls. I need my toes sucked. And they'd go get them 3 girls, and they would come in. And
Do you have a toe-sucking thing?
me,
Are you
no.
jealous?
No, I'm just saying that's what Elvis would do, and what Elvis
Will you share
wanted, he would
fetishes
get.
on the show?
Probably not.
Oh, pussy. No honesty.
I
oh,
have
look,
to
I
have
almost
a
have a
little bit.
dimple
I
from that
can't-
one.
I
You almost
can't
got a
lay it
dimple out of me on that one.
I
Look.
can't lay it all out there. Not a complete whore for fame and glory.
This show is about you being famous.
We are trying that.
All
but
right.
again, is there a limit?
Let's go through the list.
Yeah.
Do you wait before or after you have sex to tell her you're allergic to dogs/cats and being in your house makes me want to fucking physically die?
Well, after I would. For you, after.
Not true.
You've done it before?
I have done it before and gone to the store to get the Benadryl.
Wow.
And gone back and toughed out really rotten nights of sleep. Because if you're going to have sex for the first time, you're spending the night.
Yeah.
Just a rule of thumb. There's no dine and dash.
No.
On the first week, at least.
No.
Again, honesty.
Honesty.
It's a good policy. All right. So you're saying after.
Yeah.
I'm saying before. Or pack Benadryl. Either way, you're going to pass out. Okay. Bondage, you say 10 days.
10 dates.
All right. Let's say you're into scat. Do we need to define that for the crowd? Hi, kids.
Hi, kids.
Welcome to Scat.
Scat.
2 cups, 2 guys. Get ready to watch. That's a great joke. And if you don't get that joke, you don't even know how great that joke is. We're 2 guys with 2 cups. Get ready for some scat.
That's brutal.
He's tall, he's short, he fights, he doesn't, but they've got 2 cups and they're into scat.
You sound like you're making a commercial.
Just Frank and Killian go all scat all the time. Welcome to Scat Cat Radio.
With a scat pack.
And there are people literally looking at this video right now going, or listening to the podcast going, what the fuck is scat? Well, kids, Google it. We're not here to discuss that.
No.
All right.
We don't want to get censored anymore.
All right. Well, I think you can say scat.
Yeah.
I just don't think you can say what scat is. We had this discussion on Fight Net Radio.
Can we do do the charades or Pictionary or word?
Well, no,
whatever?
I'm going to lay it all out.
Like when the
Okay,
FCC.
first I want to clarify,
Yeah.
so as not to scare off potential women that are watching this, all one of them.
Oh God.
I can't imagine women watch this.
No. No.
I wouldn't even refer this show to women. All right. They don't want this level of honesty.
No.
Nobody does.
Nobody.
All right. On Fight Net Radio, it was brought up that there was a fighter who was hiring women to shit on his chest.
Oh my God.
Now, I was laying in a room recording this episode, and I had the microphone on, and I said, I got to get on the floor and think about this. So I'm laying there. You got the V-shaped legs. You're looking at a perfectly healthy vagina. Okay, I want you to picture this.
Okay.
Share it with me.
Trying.
Share it.
I'm trying to get in the moment.
You can reach up and give it a squeeze. It's right there.
Where the? Okay.
It's drippy because she's so excited to be over a famous fighter.
Okay. All right.
And instead of going up there and sticking a tongue in like a polite man, which I do firmly believe in,
Yeah.
instead, your request is, hey, baby, drop a load on my chest. You never saw where the show was going, did you?
Oh my God, we're doing shit sex. I gotta.
Greatest show I've ever recorded.
So it's.
Made me turn my
So
mouth
she's
off.
saying I gotta take a shit.
Right. Okay, so I'm dating whomever, right? And my kinky ass fetish
Yeah.
is
Scat.
I need someone to shit on me to get off. Can I clarify once again? I don't need that, nor can I even conceptually think of it. I spent 30 minutes on Fight Net Radio laying there while both the 2 other co-hosts said, can we go to the next story? He said, no, I really got to think about this and what this looks like. And even if it gives me a sub-chubby, I got to see what it is and get it out, basically. So I laid there on the floor trying to picture a healthy vagina standing over me.
Yep.
And instead of her, I don't know, having a wet orgasm and spraying happy rain on me,
Yeah.
shit, I'll even go a step further. She could piss on me before she could shit on me. I laid there and thought about, and I got to imagine that to really be into it, because apparently in the story he was into the wet, drippy kind, you got to get her to have diarrhea as well. So there's a lot of prep in this. Okay? Do you save this? You're in love. This is what gets you off. Do you lock this down away and go away for the weekends, Brokeback Mountain style, to go get women to shit on your chest for money? Or do you tell the person you love,
this is what I need?
this is what I need?
Oh, my God.
Right? This is not the most compelling show we've done.
Oh, my God.
And you didn't think I had this show in me.
I don't know where this is coming from.
Well, because it's going to lead up to our lead story, which is Larry Flynt.
Yeah.
They've been dating. She's clearly in love. You're clearly in love. It's going in the right direction. Oh, by the way, I take a picture of women who stick, not tasteful. I'm a pornographer.
Yeah.
We were having this discussion recently of, could you be in a relationship with someone and tell them straight to their face and go, oh, by the way, I produce porn.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Because we did talk about Larry earlier in the day. You're right. This did come up. And again, most women would be, what? Horrified. But again, what if you made the money that Larry Flynt made?
Here's the reality. Most women don't want you walking up to them the first time you meet them going, wow, you're hot. I'd like to have sex with you.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Although they will tell their friends, gosh, that would be so refreshing. I go back to the Tootsie model of, that would be so refreshing.
And then you get slapped in the face.
And, took me off by my hair. I'd be so into it. And he rode me like a fucking cowboy all night. Lies. Lies.
Well,
you want a relationship and a connection.
I think, here's the thing that I think. They want the James Bond. They want a guy that's confident, that's just going to take them and just, he's going to look. He's not going to ask. He's just going to, you know what I mean? He's going to go, Bond, James Bond.
Bond.
He's just going to, she's in the shower, and here comes Craig. He's just walking in.
We could have a whole debate about this.
We could.
He's raping women left and right.
Who? Bond?
Bond.
They don't seem to mind. I don't know.
I've never been in a date rapish kind of scenario either.
Yeah, but they want him. They want him. They want that secret agent.
This is all going in a weird direction.
Well, let's get back to the topic.
Let's get to the topic.
Okay.
Scat.
Oh, God. I'm trying to clean it up, and you just get dirtier and dirtier.
Pop.
Okay. All right. Can I just...
Do you save it Brokeback Mountain style?
All right. Let me make a comparison. All right,
because I got the next question already loaded.
Do you watch the show Billions?
No.
Okay, you haven't seen it. All right, first episode. Wendy Rhodes. She's in the $1 billion. She's like a millionaire coach for all these stockholders that all these stockbrokers that need a little pep me up from the $1 million life coach that gives them the alpha that they need to perform. Anyway, she's a dominatrix. All right, her husband Chuck Rhodes. He's the U.S. Attorney General. Scene starts with her standing over her in her BDS.
Yeah, but I already know about this. This is a real thing.
Yes.
Okay, really alpha dominant guys.
Yeah.
Much like myself.
Yeah.
And this does not include me. I want to make this abundantly clear, but I know this.
Yeah.
Like super hyper.
Yeah, powerful men like to be
They either want to
submissive.
be in BDSD or they want to be fucked up the ass with a dildo. I've been with women who have told me enough stories that this is a fact. They date quote-unquote bad boys. And apparently in my bad boy's face, they're rather shocked that I'm not wanting someone to stick something up my anal orifice. Yeah. Shit comes out of it.
So the psychology of that is what?
They want to be dominated because they dominate.
They dominate
others.
And they want to be dominated.
I understand the psychology.
All right. Okay.
Why would I go to school to learn psychology? Oh, wait, for marketing.
Yeah, for marketing.
My point is,
yeah.
When do you pull this shit out? Or do you, which leads to my second question. You're bi, but you're really in love with her, but you do need a Brokeback weekend every 3 to 6 months. Do you tell her, or are you going camping with the buddy up on the hill?
Are you going to do another Heath Ledger? Brokeback Mountain? Come on, give me the Brokeback. You just did the Joker.
I've never seen Brokeback Mountain.
You never seen it?
Nope.
Wow.
I'm not homophobic.
Yeah.
I've had no desire to see that movie. And I'm sure it's directed by Juan, who's a great
I think
director.
it won an Oscar and something, right?
No, well, yeah, the guy who directed it is also one of the best action directors on the planet.
Yeah.
I'm not here to shit on the film.
Yeah. You just didn't see it.
People who love it, love it.
Yeah.
This is a true story.
Right. It was daring for
We
both
were
those
next
guys
door.
to make that movie.
Where were we? Next door. Next door. When I was living next door. That's a reference for only people who would know what it means. Living next door.
Yeah.
When I wasn't living in the backyard.
Okay.
One of the guys that I was living with, a roommate, knew they were asking, we were doing the whole, tell us something. He goes, I like Brokeback Mountain. And everybody that was sitting around the table having coffee listening to this stopped.
Yeah.
And he clarified it and said it again and louder.
Wow.
My butt actually puckered.
Mine probably would too.
I don't know how, was he doing, look, I'm a guy who gets a joke. I like a good joke. I like a good setup. I like when the joke's about me.
Yep.
I make jokes about me more than people tell jokes about me. I am the most self-effacing human on the planet.
Yeah.
Strong. It's strong. You're going to the glass. Strong.
Going strong.
You just met everybody and you're going right for the Brokeback Mountain joke. You fucking hillbilly. Either you really like that movie and you're telling us, or worse, you're a homophobe, and then I'm going to have to beat you up because you're a homophobe.
You ain't beating nobody up.
Well, I don't have to. Paul would in that situation.
Oh, man.
That's a great joke just for us.
Okay, that's
sorry.
nice. Sorry.
None of you know Paul, but how hilarious would that shit be if he tried that stuff with Paul, and then Paul just whoops on his ass.
Wow.
Shout out to Paul, who will never watch this show.
You're on a roll. Keep rolling.
I'm hot. I'm coming out hot, champ. All right, so
Okay.
you haven't determined whether or not you've got the guts to tell her you're into scat, and you're ready to marry her.
Yeah.
You're getting ready to marry her. You bought her a ring.
But you gotta let the monkey out of its cage. You gotta let the monkey out of its cage.
Your gate swings both ways. You need a Brokeback weekend.
Oh, God! You know a lot about this movie for not having seen it.
I understand the premise.
Okay.
I'm more afraid that I'd find it touching and then have to deal with those feelings.
My God.
Anal?
I don't know how the hell
Is
we got
anal
here.
early in the relationship? Let's go easy. Anal.
Anal.
You're into anal. Gotta have it.
It has to be discussed if that's what you're into. I mean, anything that you're into has to be discussed.
Do I tell her that I prefer anal over my waffle habit? Because clearly I have a waffle
you've
habit.
probably been with somebody who loved you enough or was comfortable enough, emotionally attached, intimate enough, where they said, anything goes.
It's usually the other way around. They just simply direct me to, I'm into this. Make sure you're doing this.
Oh, okay. What about you, though? You've been able to voice. I think when you're younger, you
I'm
don't
a
have
lesbian
the...
trapped in a man's body.
I
Have we
think-
had this discussion?
We have. But
I am a
again,
lesbian
when
trapped
you're
in a man's
younger, when
body.
you're a young male, you're happy with anything, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm the first guy to give a foot rub. Again, I was a guy who wasn't happy unless you're happy.
Yeah.
So you better have an orgasm, at least 3 of them, before I can come. Or I'm going to have an issue.
Yeah.
Which led ultimately to the absolute fascination I have with the 69 position, which is just a win-win across the board. Any guy who says differently is just lying. Oh, I don't like that. Why? Because you can't see what's happening? I sure as fuck can tell you I feel what's happening while I get to do something I like doing to someone else. That could go on for a while.
Dinner for two.
Dinner for two. That's the name of the episode.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's got a headline.
Hashtag
Dinner for two. Hashtag 2 guys, 2 cups.
dining at the
Two
Y.
guys, it's 2 guys, 1 cup.
Dining at the Y.
It's going to be 2 guys, 1 cup.
Two
I already
guys,
know
one
the name
cup.
of this episode.
Oh, dinner for two, and
AKA 2 guys, 1
two
cup.
guys, 1 cup. Oh my God.
And if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend Googling 2 girls, 1 cup.
Wow.
And when did you see? You must have. Everybody did when that thing came out. 2 girls, 1 cup made its rounds.
Yeah.
And how shocking was it when you watched it? It had to be fake, right? Had to be.
I couldn't believe what I was
It
watching.
looked like
for
chocolate
one thing.
pudding.
Yeah, I couldn't believe what I was watching.
Okay.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't get it, please see earlier in the show when discussing scat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Last thing.
Please, let's be done
We're
with
gonna move on. These are all great setups.
My God.
When do you tell her I produce porn? Do you wait till you bought her a ring? You've never really asked what I do. I told you I produce magazines.
Yeah.
And okay. I produce content.
We're talking
audio
about Larry
and video.
Flynt, right? Are we segueing into the man, the legend?
We are.
Okay.
Now, in his case,
When do you tell her?
He wound up with a whore who was into what he was doing, and I think she got AIDS and died. Is that how the real story goes with his first relationship before he was in the wheelchair?
I think so.
Or had the stroke. But they were doing threesomes, and somebody got
Yeah.
AIDS. It got real fucking weird. Yeah. Okay. If you haven't, go watch the movie.
Yeah.
Woody Harrelson.
Great.
Woody Harrelson.
One of his finest performances. I mean, I love Woody. I mean, I loved him in White Man Can't Jump. He was good in, Hawkingbird or whatever that movie was where he played the agent for, what's her face, Mockingbird or the one.
The Mockingjay.
The Mockingjay, yeah.
Yeah,
he was
the
good in that
Hunger
Hunger
Games.
Quadrilogy. Yeah, the three of them or the
Finn
four of them.
trilogy.
Yeah. What else was Woody in? Obviously from Boston, Cheers.
Zombieland.
He was Cheers. That's
Zombieland.
Double Tap.
Double Tap.
Double Tap.
Always check
Two
the
cups.
bathroom stall.
Two
Always
cups.
check the bathroom stall.
2 cups.
So, my point.
Yeah. Woody.
Let's say that in real life, Larry was just dating someone. Mm-hmm. I'll do it in his voice. I make magazines. Mm. In honor of Mr. Flynt, I will do stroke voice Larry Flynt for the rest of the show.
Woody. Woody. All right. Ready for this? All right, I'm squirreling. Can I squirrel for a second? Can I squirrel for a second?
Is it all right if I keep doing Larry Flynt's voice?
All right, we're 15 years old.
Yeah.
We're down. It's a hot summer day. We got all the hoodsie cups, all the teenage girls, right?
Where the naked girls?
We're jumping off this bridge. We're doing jumps, off the town bridge into the water, right?
Yeah.
And this guy, one of the boys, Shazo, he's looking at all the girls, and he's like kind of a weird kid, right? So somebody yells, like, Woody! He's got a gigantic hard on top of the bridge. He's getting ready to jump, right? And the girls, everyone's pointing at him. He's got a Woody. I mean, rock hard. He fucking dives. He dives straight in. Can you imagine? What is that injury happens when your dick gets pushed back? Will you break it?
Broken neck.
Broken neck. Memories. And that's just from one word, Woody.
So.
Continue. Sorry. I got sidetracked.
When do I tell her that I'm into doing porn?
When do you tell him you're doing porn?
You're not talking about better than me. But at least in here, it sounds really good. Mm. It got slur the tongue more because I had a stroke. I'm in a wheelchair. For God's sakes, I don't know how I lived this long.
Mm. The courtroom scene was the best part of that movie.
What do I tell him?
What do you tell him?
First date, 50th date. When I bought the ring.
Depends on your comfortability.
You also got to do stroke face. Mm. Mm. It was a hot mess at the end. Mm. Somebody was changing my diaper.
Changing the scat?
Changing the scat diaper. 2 wheelchairs, 1 cup. Mm. And I thrown some A material at you, and you're holding up really well. I thought the Larry Flynt voice this song would have done you in.
I'm almost just traumatized right now. I'm fucking traumatized.
Best show ever.
Please. Don't make me scat. I got to shit and scat. You're fucking bananas tonight, man. You're on. We haven't. I still haven't discussed what I want to talk about.
You haven't answered a single question. When do you pull out the gimp outfit? I haven't known you that long, and I've seen the gimp outfit. The fact that you own the gimp outfit.
My God. Crazy. Good times.
Go check out the Las Vegas videos. You'll see the gimp outfit.
Good times.
He owns a gimp outfit.
It was a friggin' thing. It wasn't a mask. It was the friggin' thing you wear for the COVID.
You had a neck thing with chains, with handcuffs to go to the chain to keep your hands tied up.
It's for a friend.
That's the opposite. I don't know how the opposite got in my car.
I call bullshit.
Right.
Larry.
What? There's an ounce of cocaine in my car? I don't know how that got there.
It was in the car.
It was in the car when I drove it. Why does everybody say that, by the way, when they get pulled over? I don't know how that fucking meth got in there with a fucking loaded syringe.
Unbelievable.
Never trust a meth head.
Nope.
There's no such thing. My old joke used to be, there's no such thing as a recreational crack user. No such thing.
No.
I have not yet met him. Oh, I recreationally take heroin. Really? How? How does that work for you? You're just shooting on the weekend? I hardly ever let it interfere with work. I only base, I don't shoot.
You're talking a lot about like drugs and alcohol and sex and getting your fucking heart stomped on and a lot of different things, man.
I think it's a little bit of everything today.
You talk, you know, I know your dad died. You talked about that a little bit a couple months ago. And just, I mean, is this a therapy show? Is this a...
Really? Does it sound like a...
Kind of does, man.
Really?
It does.
Really?
It does, a little.
Really?
Yeah.
I really wanted to know the real answer of when do you tell a chick you're into Brokeback Mountain? The whole lead up was to find out, do you tell someone you love? Oh, by the way.
Oh, by the way, I like getting the pickle up my a-hole.
Okay. Or crazy, Larry Flynt's case,
Yeah.
which is what the lead-in was.
What did Larry like?
This is actually a debate because of a client I'm kind of working on for the show that produces us, Perfect Blue Studio.
Yeah.
I have a client. I figured out a clever way to market it. It would probably entail me having professional women do professional things with professional apparatuses to professional parts of their naked body. And if you're looking at me going, what product are you selling? Trust me, it has logic to it. Do I farm the whole thing out and keep my hands clean of the situation?
Yeah.
Does my company produce said content? Because I'm not dating someone who's going to be cool with that. What are you doing? I'm checking out today's content. It's a little different than a Just Frank and Killian or a Fight Net Radio or a Jeffrey Epstein show or a podcast for a real estate professional or a pizza place.
You're not talking sports anymore. You're not talking buffoonery. You're not giving interviews. I mean, you're...
A product's a product. My job... Look,
is to sell it.
Here's the question.
Yeah. What's too far?
Well,
what goes over the line in relationships or business?
We've talked about this.
Yeah.
If someone called you up
Yeah.
and said, Donald Trump's on the other line, he wants to hire you to do marketing for them.
Yeah.
What is your plan? Well, my plan is to scare white people
Yep.
that Mexicans are coming over a border wall and raping their wives. And I'm going to rile up middle America all the way to Florida.
Yeah.
Convince everybody that Obama is an Islamic terrorist, that Nancy Pelosi is old and senile, and that Hillary Clinton eats, fun fact, eats and sucks the blood of children because she's secretly child trafficking. That's my plan. If I had that meeting, that's the craziest fucking meeting I've ever sat in, and that would be the craziest idea ever pitched. But I'll go a step further, Mr. President. I'm going to create a live-action role-playing game called QAnon and convince people of this, and they'll believe that were you to lose somehow secretly the election, police are going to run out and arrest Joe Biden and Hillary and all the other Clintons and the Clinton offspring and Nancy Pelosi and all the other Democrats and Chuck Schumer, because they're all secretly trafficking babies and eating wild animals and, you know, shooting, mainlining into their penis, baby semen, or whatever the fuck it is that they do in QAnon or what they believe, right? Could you imagine that as a business owner? That's my pitch. And someone did it.
Somebody pitched it.
And I got to be honest, I'm a little bit jealous because it's fucking brilliant. So when you people look at me and go, so you're going to peddle smut and porn. All right. I've got a product that I cannot move because of the way it's structured.
Yeah.
I am dating someone I love. I am a brutally honest person. I'm going to tell them whether or not they leave.
Yeah.
Especially when they write me a big fat fucking greasy check even though my hands are going to get slightly dirty on the process.
Yeah.
Right? Shit happens.
Yeah.
And by the way, I haven't taken the client yet. I'm still stuck on the ethics and the dilemma of the situation. But to
Well,
move...
Trump and porn are different subjects.
Really? How far off?
They're both
Because
dirty. Well,
somehow-
no, they're both dirty.
Larry Flynt
Yeah.
wound up in federal court, much like the president is at this moment,
Yeah.
for doing exactly what we're talking about, inciting a riot.
No, he was on First Amendment and censorship. That was the big thing. But again,
One
what you're talking
constitutional-
about
listen,
is, in fact, a little
one
bit of censorship.
constitutional issue different than another constitutional issue?
Probably not.
Okay, then take a step back. I'm right. I'm
Yeah.
being smart on the show again.
You're right. You're smarter than you think you are.
I know.
That was probably one of the best lines. Was it the first
It's
time
a
we brought that
t-shirt
in?
that is coming to the justfrankandkillian.com website.
No, is that
I'm
the first
smarter
time-
than you think I am.
No, you're smarter
You're smarter than
you think you are.
are.
It makes you smile every time I say it. It touches
I actually
something
heard
down
you tell
deep.
somebody what you thought my IQ was today, and it was actually somewhat adorable.
What did I say? I said 160.
You said 166.
I said 166.
166.
You know what? We need to do an IQ test.
You don't want to do that.
Well, why not? I got a pretty high IQ.
Really?
I do. You may think I don't, but I do.
Oh, I think you're very intelligent.
Yeah.
I think you are hyper intelligent because I can rarely throw a fastball by you.
Mm-hmm.
But
Can we do?
all bragging aside,
I'm thinking
hey,
you're smarter
kids,
than me. Hey,
you
I think
like
I'm
a really
smarter
smart
than the
guy?
Boston guy. You're smarter than you think you are, but
Fine.
I mean, you know. So if we take an IQ test,
do I got to spot you 100?
you win.
Oh yeah.
I'll give you that. You win.
How many do I have to spot you? How many points?
But what do you think?
What do you-
What
It's like a
do you think
bet.
the score's going to be? You think you're going to bury me by 50?
I think you're.
I don't think you win
Honest
more
to God,
by
I think
more
you're
50.
I think you're a 150.
And you? 180? 160? What? You think you're 180? A 180 IQ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I may have already checked these things.
You checked them out?
And I've done the half-baked ones, and I'm somewhere around a 175, and I wasn't really trying.
Wow.
You know,
So you are smarter than you think you are.
I am. And I'm not the cool kind of smart.
You know,
it's the Rain Man
I've never taken one.
stupid shit smart.
I've never taken one.
It's the, they have them online. They're fantastic.
Actually,
but
you know
they're
what? I
usually
think it started-
spatial problem-solving bullshit
Yeah.
things.
I'm
So if
gonna
you're
take
not
one.
good
I'm
at
gonna
those,
take one.
it's not fair.
Well,
But do I think you're intelligent? I think you're hyper intelligent.
Yeah.
I think you're one of the most intelligent people I know. Number one, I wouldn't hang out with you
If I wasn't,
if you weren't.
we wouldn't be doing the show if I was a total idiot. I mean, I'm a
You'd
goofball.
be camera guy Matty.
Yeah.
I like you,
Yeah.
but you're camera guy Matty.
Yeah.
And you're putting a fucking microphone in your pants.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens,
If you're not smart.
right?
Yeah. If you're not smart, you're regulated to menial jobs, manual labor, construction.
You're not, let's just go with a hypothetical. You're not an ATP certified tennis pro.
No.
You are not.
No.
You can't watch tennis and then therefore explain the nuances and the finites of that particular sport.
Mm-hmm.
That takes great level and dedication.
Yeah.
Takes focus.
Yeah.
And somebody as fucked up as you, who is able to have that level of intelligence, it's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with you on a daily basis because I know how fucked up you are.
Wow.
You are fucked up. You want to talk about Scientology?
Not really.
Right.
I'm letting that go.
I rest my case.
Thank you. I think they were
3
calling
hours
me.
in Vegas on that topic.
I know.
And you're still dating your ex.
I know.
What's that all about? What do you mean? I'm not dating my ex. Are you sneaking off tomorrow to have coffee with your ex? Scientology?
Oh my God. No, I'm not.
Now
Well,
I'm making sure that it's on air. We have content that cannot air.
You cannot air it. I was going to do something.
It is possibly
For
the
the
funniest
show.
shit I have ever recorded.
We're going to do stuff for the show, and I just think it's too.
I think the word is backfired.
I think it just blew
You
up
went
in my
back
face.
and fucked your ex, didn't you? You did. You want to fuck your ex. Just say it. It's okay. We all know it. Everybody who's listening. People are watching the video going, oh, I understand. I understand. I fucked the dead chick who died from AIDS.
Scientology is not my ex. We've never even gone out. Have we?
You have gone out. You've talked on the phone. You have romanced it with no logic whatsoever.
I think it was more of just a spiritual curiosity, to be honest. It was a spiritual
she
curiosity.
was hot. She had big tits. I don't know. I was confused.
They just did a Super Bowl ad. I mean, they were just on the Super Bowl.
We didn't see it.
We didn't, but they told me they did it, and they sent me the video.
They sent you the commercial and just told you they did it.
I know.
Did they really do it?
Yeah, they did.
Really? How do you know?
Wow. They might not have.
Right.
It's got to be in the news.
Really? I think it's brilliant.
Wow.
Just tell people you did it.
And just Google the video. It's on
Scientology
on YouTube website.
No shit.
Yeah.
Probably on YouTube.
Wow.
Pretty brilliant, if you ask me, for prospects.
Wow.
When you get your patch and you get beat up to get in the club, you're a prospect.
Well, I think
I would have more respect if you were joining the Hells Angels.
I'm not joining anything. I'm not a joiner right now.
Yeah, you are. You love clubs.
I was just curious. I was curious spiritually. And again, it goes back to the first show we did. You know, I remember exactly what I said.
You thought this show would be flat, didn't you?
I did kind of think it was going to be a little bit hungover from the Super Bowl.
It is.
It's fucking
All
probably.
right, let's end on a good note.
All right.
Let's talk about the Super Bowl.
Okay, Super Bowl.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you.
You want our feedback? Just Frank and Killian. Visit our merch store. Check out everything. That was a good show. That was a really good show. We danced around all the edges. We included people we know casually so they'll feel excited. And truthfully, I love Maddie to death, so don't ever get it twisted.
We love Maddie.
I could be saying it because
we love Maddie. We love Terry. We love everyone associated. Anyone associated with Just Frank and Killian.
In the Maddie case, here's what I'm disappointed to find out.
What?
That we should have gotten him late in Vegas. That's an after the fact thing. We're both veterans of Vegas, and we should have spotted that and should have made that a priority.
Yeah, well, we were on a limited budget.
Instead, we made him jam a microphone down his pants.
I know, that was... Hey, at least he had
and then
something.
Abused him quite regularly.
We did. We did make him the butt of a couple of jokes. Not too many.
Pretty solid, though.
But again, he didn't even know it because you edited the fucking video pretty good. Solid.
Okay, so we did watch the Super Bowl. We did bet the overs. We did bet Tom Brady, and we did take.
We had it started off with the coin flip. I mean, we all had heads.
We bet on the coin flip.
We had the parlays going. We had the Super Bowl cards going, and it took your
so
brilliant.
For the first time in my history of going to Vegas to watch the Super Bowl, and I go every year.
You didn't make the adjustment at halftime.
I did not make the adjustment at halftime. Yeah. I did not go into the playbook.
We didn't think we needed
I thought we were doing everything right. Let's just go back out there on the field, boys. Let's play a little football. You guys got this.
We didn't even need a halftime speech.
I was into the ribs.
Just keep doing what you're doing.
I was popping waffles. I was taking victory laps around the suite.
Yeah.
Woo! I kept saying it. Brady and the overs. Brady and the overs. I was ring man. Brady and the overs. Brady and the overs. And then the third quarter goes by, and I started to think, Mahomes hasn't scored a goddamn point. Well, he's got to get at least 2 garbage time touchdowns because the Tampa Bay Bucks will let him off the ground for a few minutes to give him a couple of points just because they feel bad for him. Little did I know that, they're pitching a fucking shutout.
Yeah, he got shut out.
And they were going to make sure that they closed the shutout. And the defense actually ramped it up in the fourth to close the game out.
I called it.
So Brady doesn't score 56 on his own.
I called it pregame. I said, Tampa Bay's defense is for real. But I never would have thought
if the overs
they'd hold the guy down to
I'll
friggin'
say it
under
exactly
10 points.
as I've told others.
Yeah.
If the overs and unders were 41 points, how much money would you have thrown at the overs at 41 points? Oh, my God.
Everything. I would have bet the house.
Would you bet the Jag on 41?
I would have.
Right.
I would, of course.
Right?
Yeah.
And it came in at 40. You'd be sitting there looking at your tickets going...
If it was 41, of course.
In their sleep.
21 to 20. Sleep. I mean, 21 to 20. You're done. Yeah.
And it was 40 points.
40 points scored.
40 points scored.
That's it.
I rest my case, Your Honor. We picked the right team.
What should have been the bet? I mean, obviously, Tampa Bay
the under and Tom Brady, and we should have given up.
Should have just bet.
We should have
Tampa
given
Bay
up
straight
3
up,
touchdowns.
money line.
Give up 3 touchdowns to Tampa Bay, which, by the way, I couldn't ever say at a sports book with a straight face. I'm going to give up 21 points.
Oof. Wow.
With a straight face at the
Would
window.
they even given us odds on that?
Yeah, they usually do. I didn't look at the big. We should have brought one of those home.
Say, okay, this is not a money
giving
line.
us 21 points probably and should
I'll
have
take
rightly
Tampa Bay
gotten
minus
you
3 touchdowns.
1,100 to 1.
1,100 to 1.
Should have been. It should have been a plus 1,100
Yeah.
bet. Like betting on anybody Floyd Mayweather has ever fought, plus 1,200, plus 3,000, plus 4,000.
Yeah.
Right? 33. You're talking crazy things like 100 to 1, 200 to 1, 300 to 1. Like things that just don't happen.
Yeah.
300 to 1 on a $50 bet?
That's nice.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's a nice payoff.
15 G's?
That's a nice payoff. For $50.
Even if you gave up a touchdown.
Well, what about the
would've gotten
streaker?
to 10 or
The
20 to
streaker won
1.
money.
The what?
The streaker.
Yeah. So if you
bet
don't
on
know
himself.
this, there was a streaker
Yeah.
at the Super Bowl. And apparently it was all based on a bet that he made that someone or no one would streak. So he placed a large bet and did the streaking himself, went down to the station for trespassing, paid his $1,500 fine, and made $50,000
Yeah.
for streaking.
Balls.
I'd streak for 50 grand.
Would you streak for 50 grand?
Oh, do you want to get into prices of what I would do things for?
Oh, that's another show.
That's a great
show.
show.
That's a
That
great
is a
show.
great show.
What would you do for money?
What would I do for money?
What would you do?
I had this discussion. Funny, I'll bring up Paul's name again. Paul and I had this discussion about would we get wasted after having all of our time not drinking? And I said, I'm cheap. You can get me relatively cheap.
Oh, man.
10 grand. I'd do it for 10 grand.
10 grand to give up your
Even
shift.
when I was at 10 or 15 years, I said something outlandish to do a telethon on a show that I was doing. They're like, oh, you take your sobriety really seriously. I'm like, yeah, okay. I take it really seriously. I'll piss it out the window for 15 grand right now.
Wow.
I mean, I've lowered my price somewhat these days down to 10 grand. No one's going to pay 10 grand to see me drunk.
No.
I'm not a pretty drunk.
No, you're not.
I'm not. How would you know?
I just know your personality. It's kind of like mine.
You'd just be in a fight. You would just be in a fight. You're a blackout drunk fighter guy. You're that guy. You wake up in jail with blood on you going, I don't know, is it mine or his? That's what I picture for you.
Well, we're going to sober fight pretty soon. That's coming.
Wow, that's the segue I didn't see coming.
We're going to sober
Again.
fight.
Repetitively.
We're going to fight.
2 inch,
We're going to fight as
2-inch
friends.
reach advantage and a 4-inch height advantage.
We're going to fight as friends.
Do you realize that's 6 inches to get at my chin?
Yeah.
6 inches, half a foot, or the size of your penis. Oh, didn't see that one coming! Oh. Are we getting the cup out? Is that what we're
I don't
doing
get the
after this
biggest
show?
pickle.
Tell me
but
the truth.
I
Tell me
got,
the truth.
you know,
Are we getting the cups out afterwards? And 2 bears, 1 cave, 1 cup. Fun in the backyard, kids.
Jesus.
Tell me this isn't the best show we've done
I
yet.
did not see this show coming. I know we didn't have much of a script going
I
in.
think it's a great show.
Yeah.
I think we have honored the late, great Larry Flynt.
Larry. We're talking porn, Larry.
We did an entire
How many magazines did he
day
make
on-
besides Penthouse? He had a couple of those Swank and
Well, yeah, he had shit.
Ooh La La, and he had like
Not only that, he had George. He had like real publications as well. Larry
Yeah.
Flynt Publications was rather diverse.
and he was pretty much one of the first in the porn business too, right? With videos.
He was it was the tasteful Playboy legs cross routine.
Yeah.
Where you just see the
Soft
area,
porn.
soft
Soft
porn,
porn. He
right?
did soft
You're not
porn.
seeing lips.
No.
And then he came along and said, "Get those fingers in there and spread that fucker open."
I gotta take a shit.
And that's exactly how he said it, kids. Quote him. We have a guest on. I feel like he's going to be on Fight Net Radio this week.
Oh, you're gonna do Larry.
I'm going to do
In
Larry.
honor of
right after I do Bob. Yeah.
Oh.
So my Bob Arum impersonation is he's 112 years old and he talks about boxing. It's a horrible impression of Bob Arum.
Yeah.
I really think that this Larry Flynt calling from heaven might be the best segment coming up on Fight Net Radio. If you don't subscribe, go to perfectbluestudio.io and you can check out all the shows that we produce on that channel. We have done 1.6 million downloads this year on Perfect Blue Studio, and we're very proud of that number. We have great entertainment, wide variety. Also, justfrankandkillian.com. As of tonight, or probably about the time I mix this video down, the website will be up to date with all the latest videos, including the Sin City Invasion, which apparently you want me to change the name of.
I like the title.
What would you call that episode? Two Guys and a Fountain?
Microphone in your pants.
Is that a microphone in your pants, or are you just happy to see me?
Or,
Whoa!
No. Is that a microphone in your pants and Tom Brady's going to win the Super Bowl?
Yeah, but it was after the Super Bowl.
My prediction was before.
Well, yeah, that.
Oh, wait, that was the video of the invasion.
We're talking about
after.
the Sin City Walk.
Okay.
My 5 hours of editing out of all those interviews.
All right,
and all the
brainstorming here.
Yeah, let me hear it. Wow me.
All right, the theme of that.
Because nobody has clicked to download the actual audio yet.
No one's really.
I haven't checked the video recently.
Yeah.
It's only been up for about a day.
So what's the title?
Is that a
Just
microphone
Frank.
in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? I think is strong.
Yeah. So we got that, and we need two titles, right? Two headlines.
Oh,
Just
well,
one?
I mean, Mousetrap has two titles.
Yeah, I think some of them have to combine. You need two of them. You know what I mean?
saw Kobe. Somebody brought up Kobe Smulders.
Yeah.
And is that a microphone in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? I'm the only one who's getting off on the whole Kobe Smulder joke.
I know.
I included that just because you randomly brought up Kobe Smulder.
I butchered her name again.
We're going to have to meet her.
Yeah.
You're going to have to get me that for Christmas.
Okay.
I want a Kobe Smulder for Christmas.
Let's start a fan club. Colby Schmolders. I know who she is now. I'll never forget her. She's the chick that shot that dude on that big old ship. The Phantom Menace. No, what is that? The cloaking device ship from Star Trek days. The cloaking device. Marvel style. Yeah.
I think if I put a picture of her up with two other women who roughly look like her,
I would not know who she is.
You would not know which one she is. If I put three women up in Marvel outfits or S.H.I.E.L.D. outfits, you would not be able to determine which one she is.
No, she had a good bit. She was in
she
a
had
bunch
a great
of scenes.
scene with Tony Stark where he goes, how does Nick Fury see these controls? With an eye patch?
Yeah. She was also in the scene
she said,
when...
and her line, what was her line?
What was her line?
How does what was her line?
She's, wait. She's like, I don't know.
No.
What?
He turns his body.
Oh, he turns his body. Okay, yeah. But I mean, she was there when he came back from the dead, in the little hospital hideout. She was there to, you know what I mean? She's part of that. She rescued them out of the van. Yeah. She was there. She was in camo, in that SWAT gear, and you know what I mean? She did the hole in the friggin' van, and they escaped.
I hope this show entertains somebody.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Our goal for each and every one of these episodes is to bring joy to people who are in bleak, dark, sad little moments in their life. And their only little respite is just Frank and Killian. You know why I know that? Because I have Fight Net Radio listeners who actually respond to me, unlike just Frank and Killian people who seem to be terrified of us.
No, we haven't got any.
Not a
no
one.
one's reaching out.
I don't.
To a correspondent.
Well, we have just
want to
Frank
take
and
phone
Killian
calls
we have
eventually.
just Frank and Killian at Gmail.
How do we give out our phone number?
I don't think I've checked the Gmail, actually.
You haven't checked the Gmail? I don't even know what our Gmail is.
I don't know if I've checked the Gmail.
For frankandkillian.com at gmail.com.
It's a matter that I can turn my tongue over. Can you turn your tongue over? Like this.
Mm-hmm.
You can upside. Of course. Can you flip it?
No.
I can flip it over, too.
Let me see.
That's up.
Yeah. Oh.
Ladies, this tongue is available for you.
For your dining. Oh, dinner for two.
Dinner for two.
That's
the code.
That's the code.
Oh, my God. How great would that be? You're with a chick and she goes, how about dinner for two?
That's strong.
What?
That's strong.
¿Qué?
Huh?
¿Qué dónde?
Hello?
Did I just receive that text?
Ding, ding, ding. It'd be like the slot machines in Vegas. Ding, 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 ding.
What's the coolest text you've gotten from a chick randomly? I know what it is for me.
What? What, like a sexy
Lee,
text?
I just have one question. Do you believe what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas?
That was your text?
That was the text.
Oh, way.
I was on stage speaking when it happened.
Oh.
And I don't even know who the
Were you in
person
Vegas?
was. I met the person one time. It was somebody's assistant.
Uh-huh.
And she was sitting in the audience while I was speaking and sent it on up. She sent it. That's a
Did you hook up
BMX
later?
term.
Did you hook
where
up
they
later?
go off the ramp.
Did you hook up later?
They call it send it.
Did you hook up later?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Larry Flynt style?
It's Vegas.
Larry Flynt?
There are no rules in Vegas.
No.
If you take a girl to Vegas, it's not
on.
underlying expressed.
Yeah.
There's sex, and probably fairly wild sex occurring.
Yeah.
Now, if I take someone to, say, Hawaii, I don't know, 50-50.
So where are the sexy places to go where...
Vegas.
Obviously Vegas.
Cabo.
Mardi Gras?
I've been to
Mardi Gras.
It's one of the few places I haven't been
Carnival
to.
Brazil?
Drunk. I have not been
Carnival
there.
Brazil is Vegas.
Since I only date drunks, that would be a lot of fun.
So your places to have sexcapades would be Vegas, New Orleans,
New Orleans.
Brazil,
New York is very
Rio.
sexy. New York is very sexy.
New York can be sexy.
The Florida Keys, not Florida itself.
Miami.
No. The Keys.
The Keys?
Going down to,
Like
I've been to South Beach.
Jimmy Buffett?
I've been to
Driving
South
down
Beach.
to the
I've done
Keys?
South, I've driven
What's that
down.
song?
Yep.
Is that about Florida? Is that the Keys?
You know the one who took off with the friend? That was like one of our regular places to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, paid for that.
Yeah.
Paid for that 4-carat ring too.
Oof. Was that
Three and a half?
was that
3.5.
was that number
4
3 or
carat.
number 4? Girl number 3 or 4?
Ring number 5.
That was 5. Ooh.
Yeah, that seemed to be the most astonishing fact on the Las Vegas Boulevard was the sheer number
How
of
come you
rings.
didn't give up
and
after,
the fact that I've not gotten
How
them
come
back.
you didn't give up after 3 or 4?
I'm a hopeless
And you went
romantic.
to 5?
I'm a hopeless romantic.
It's like you step in the ring, you get your ass kicked fucking five times in a row. 5 losses, 5 L's. And you just fucking put the gloves
And
on.
scars.
And you go back in the
Deep
ring
scars.
and you
Right in.
train.
Right in.
And you're running, you're doing your road work, you're at it, you're jumping rope, you're hitting the bag, you're working your
So
speed
it's
bag.
the end of round 1 in my cage fight. Funny you bring that up. Good story. I'm sitting at the end of round 1, and I'm staring at a mat burn on this foot. And it's taking up the whole circumference of my foot. And I'm staring at it like a mental patient. My coach is,
In between rounds? Yeah.
and all I hear is, wah, 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 wah.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of just checking out the whole scene.
Yeah.
And he sticks water in my face. He's like, drink water. And I go, I didn't do anything in the first round. Why would I drink water?
Yeah.
And the referee comes over to tell me I only have a few seconds left during the break. Here's the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm convinced they're going to stop the fight
Because of your foot?
because of my foot and the mat burn. And he looks at it, and he and I make eye contact in the most awkward.
Yeah. Like, ooh, that doesn't look too good.
He did one of those.
Yeah.
And then looked at me.
Are you okay?
I like awkward. I like awkward moments. I like
You
awkward
want- you
moments.
wanted
in
him
dating.
to-
I like the first
if he
moment
asked you the
when
question.
I'm with a woman and we're naked together and it's awkward for a split second. Till somebody goes froggy and just says, fuck it. One of the two of us is going to say it if we're both naked.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the whole,
You like that awkwardness.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's real. It's human.
You like that awkwardness, like similar
Why
to
do you-
when you ask a girl, "Can I stick my dick in your butt?" Is that awkward?
It's really awkward.
So same thing, same
That's
awkwardness or
usually
different
why,
awkwardness.
Look, it's not on my
Same or
list
different?
of gotta have it.
It's not a comfortable subject to broach.
When I go to Cold Stone, that's not on my list
Yeah.
of shit I want put in my ice cream. Now, I have had women that are into it, and they make it very clear that they want me to do it. I am, if anything, a pleaser.
Yeah.
At least that version of me was.
Sure.
This version of me has not. Oh no, this version of me has.
You take what you get right now.
No,
You
No,
go
I
after
get-
what you want.
I go and have fun for me. And if
You're
that
having
is
fun.
in alignment with your needs, great. But I don't go out of my way. I'm just me.
You're just you now. You're comfortable
am.
in your own skin.
A person who has known me for a decade has seen this version of me, and they said, no, you're still the fucking hot, sweaty mess you've always been, and your brain is still running, if not faster, than the last time I saw you.
Yeah.
So that would have been right at the peak of probably overload when she saw me last. But she goes, you're still, like there's a stillness to you now that you didn't have before. You're calm.
Calm within the storm.
My brain is always on. If I date a woman these days, I'm still listening to music while you talk. I love you. I'm listening to you. There's just a different department working on that. The other side of my head is still trying to comprehend that Neil Peart is dead and Eddie Van Halen is dead. And they're still running a memorial in part of my brain. I have sat in meetings where people are throwing money at me and talking about crazy futures. And yet, and that actually happened on the anniversary of Neil Peart's death. And all I could think was, no, they're not going to make another album. Larry Flynt won't be producing any more porn.
What will they do to honor him?
Strangely, I'm going to remember Larry Flynt's death for a long time because it's the first time I've recorded a podcast
on the eve
the death of someone. Yeah, I tried to do this with Neil Peart.
Neil Peart.
Peart.
Yeah.
Peart.
What'd you say? Parrot.
Peart.
Peart. Neil Peart.
You sure?
Yeah.
You say Peart. I say Peart. That's actually a very funny video that's available on YouTube with a couple of very famous actors doing a joke about Peart and Peart. That's what I do. Okay. And you should call it Rash if you're a hardcore Rushy. Yep. All right. I tried to do this. I actually tried to do this with Bobby, the producer of the Jeffrey Epstein show. We did an episode of a show we were trying to get off the ground about dead people. Apparently every day somebody famous dies. Did you know that? Pretty consistently every day somebody dies. Every week there are really famous people dropping dead. So we were going to do a show based on that, and I figured trend, commercials, cha-ching. So Kobe died at the exact same time as Neil Peart.
Ooh, same day?
Yeah, same week.
Okay.
And I made the argument that Neil Peart, long-term, has a greater impact than Kobe Bryant.
Ooh.
And here's why I say that.
Yeah.
25 years down the road, some kid might watch a video outlining the greatness of Kobe.
Yeah.
However, I will always see him as a guy who wanted to fuck a chick up the ass and change his number and buy a wedding ring. That's just me.
Yeah.
By the way, how did Kobe get over that situation of fucking a girl up the ass in Colorado? He bought his wife a $5 carat ring.
$10 million.
Yeah, $10 million ring.
Yeah.
Changed his number. And everything was fine.
Yeah.
Oh, and, win another championship for LA.
Of course.
It all works.
But again, here's the thing, though. And you just brought something up that just came to mind. Now, Kobe's in Utah. He's not used to hearing in Colorado. No, he was in Utah.
I thought it was Colorado.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was Utah.
She was into it.
Anyway.
He didn't.
She said no. She took one look at
I'm sure it was
the size
we had
of his
this debate,
said,
right?
You're not sticking that up my ass.
Right. Again, we're at the I'm down. Let's go fuck in the room.
Oh yes,
and
I am.
He got there and he bent her over and he's like, I'm gonna jam that thing up your ass.
So they didn't have the talk on the first date.
On the first date.
It wasn't the 10th date.
Wow. Yeah. Good way to bring it all around.
Obviously.
Yeah.
You like that?
And he pulled out the Black Mamba.
He pulled out the fucking Mamba. Bigger than the shillelagh.
And tried to stick it up her ass.
But the girth of it was probably, I don't know, fucking 5 times the width of this. Yeah. He pulled out the Mamba. And he wasn't taking no for an answer. It was no discussion. There was no, how do you bring up that subject up? See, that's what celebrities don't have to do. Going back to Elvis, bring those 3 girls in.
Pretty much, I had known her a long time, and it started to get to a sexual point, and she made it very abundantly clear that when we have sex, I'm letting you know what I'm into. She's that kind of person.
Yeah.
And this is what I like. Because she's a alpha female in a male-dominated society, and she wanted clearly that to get off.
Yeah.
Good for her.
So different rules apply to different classes of people.
Guys can't do that.
Different rules apply to different classes. Celebrities,
if
rock
I had
stars.
$1 billion, yes. If I'm Jeff Bezos,
If you're Tommy
If
Lee
I'm
and
John
Nikki
Be-
Sixx,
if I'm Jeff Bezos-
if you're Tommy Lee and Nikki Sixx, and you go out on tour and you put your leather pants on, you're jamming, you're rocking, you know what I mean? You got the, those guys would go months without showering. They'd go from
I've
one
heard this-
show to the next,
heard this
and
story.
they'd be stinking. They had a contest on who can stink the most. I read the Heroin Diaries, Nikki Sixx.
Heroin's a hell of a drug.
And these guys would just go weeks, months, not shower, and
That's
go from
also
one girl
a
to the
lot of
second.
heroin.
Yep.
They are also, what was it, the Carnival of Pain tour or whatever. If
Yeah.
you send those guys on tour, one of them's coming back in a body bag.
Yeah.
Pretty much at the end of my touring run, while sober, the debate started to become, we're going to find him dead in a dumpster.
Oh, yeah.
Probably behind a Taco Bell.
Yeah.
That's a really funny joke about me.
Yeah.
Self-effacing, if nothing
Self-
else. Ladies, I'm available.
You can laugh at yourself. This guy he cares a little.
I care a lot,
He cares a little.
but it would take the right kind of person. It's going to take, the one is going to have to be a great one. Otherwise, it's fun and frivolity.
One thing I noticed is you're a good listener because when we first started this podcast, I was like really high strung into a million miles. My brain just wouldn't like stay with one subject. And I'm like a squirrel. You know what I mean? I'm still the squirrel. But see, even now you can listen
What?
when I go off.
I mean, I set up that joke for 5 minutes.
Douche. Douche. But I will give you that.
I'm just making faces into the camera so I can watch my eyebrows above my glasses. I'm hearing you. There's a department for you. There's a whole department for you that just tries to figure out your logic.
I know. How my brain works, I don't even know how I get
The
through
Scientology thing is still the most baffling. Look, do I want to know about the pyramids? No, I don't. I don't. Do I want to know?
Oh, they called.
Do I want to? Of course they did. They know where you sleep. They know where you sleep.
Unbelievable.
Asshole.
I gotta really cut this one loose.
They know where you sleep.
Sorry, Cruz. Cruz, I'm cutting them loose. I don't see any way of, I think it's just like ghost. I need to ghost.
A horse is a horse. That joke will never get seen.
I need to ghost and ghost the horse.
A horse is a horse. Ask her if a horse is a horse, of course. And no one can talk to a horse, of course, unless, of course, that horse is... Oh, you don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, I'll do it again.
Okay.
And by the way, if you're all yelling out the answer at your...
Horse is a horse, of course.
Not a
horse.
Walkman. Wow, that just aged me.
Yeah.
Did you own a Walkman?
I did.
With the foam puffy ear?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I used to make my own tapes.
A horse is a horse. I'm not doing it in the tone of the song because you get it.
Okay.
A horse is a horse, of course. Of course.
Horse.
And no one can talk to a horse, of course, unless that horse is, I'll give you a little more, the famous...
I don't fucking get it.
Everybody's screaming.
I don't fucking get it.
I almost don't want to give it to you, but nobody's going to comment anyway.
A horse is a horse, of course, of course.
You've almost got the tone of the song, too.
Horse. I know I've heard the song.
A horse is a horse.
I got short-term memory loss, and I don't remember
horse.
shit. A horse is a horse, of course. A horse is a horse, of course.
And no one can talk to a horse, of course, unless that horse is the famous... Shows in black and white.
Black and
Had a
white.
talking horse.
Black Beauty? No.
That's the most famous talking horse you know?
Mr. Ed.
It's Mr. Ed.
Was it Mr. Ed?
A horse is a horse,
Okay,
of
all right,
course,
Mr.
of
Ed,
course.
Mr. Ed.
No
Now I
one
got
can
it.
talk to
I got
a
it.
horse, of course, unless, of course, that horse is the famous Mr.
Mr.
Ed.
Ed, okay.
Follow the horse right to the
Okay.
source.
Okay, I gotcha. I didn't watch the show. That's before.
Dun, 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 dun.
I never watched Mr.
Here's
Ed.
the story
I didn't watch it.
of a lovely lady
I watched Brady Bunch.
who was living...
And
Oh, my God.
wait, you got it. You can't sing it. I need to sing it. There's a story of a lovely lady who was living with 3 kids, 3 girls of her own, and until this like her
All of
mother,
them.
and a little young one curse. I'm so fucking bad. All right, fucking smarty pants, Mr. IQ of 180. Sing the fucking thing from start to finish.
Come along and hear our story. Come on, get happy.
Partridge Family?
Correct. Good job.
I like that. I like me some of that Susan Day.
Susan Day. Did you whack it to a Susan Day?
I like some Susan Day.
What was your whack material? What's a teenage version of you whacking to? Charlie's Angels? That's in the right pocket.
No, I was before my time. I was too young that was going on.
When did you find your pee-pee?
I don't know, probably 12, 13.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it was a little later.
Yeah, 12.
For me, 14, 15.
12 or 13.
And then I might have rubbed the paint off the side of the vehicle.
Yeah.
When did girls find their pee-pee?
You ever jerk off to one of the videos on MTV when MTV first came on? Never?
Nope.
No.
Not even a National Geographic.
What about the green girl on Star Trek?
In our day, it was somebody's got a magazine and somebody was cutting the magazine up into squares. You get a square and pay like a quarter or a buck for a square of nudity.
Wow. I never got offered any squares.
Yeah, you'd buy it and they'd find them, of course, in the fucking, like some magical homeless person had them buried out in the woods. Like it's always the story of porn that's buried out in the woods.
Larry Flynt.
See, I bring it all around again.
It always comes back to Larry.
Is a woman in your life understanding enough to know that it's just content?
We still haven't really fully answered the question.
Yeah.
So let's try to put a bow on it.
All right.
Let's try to wrap it. And
First of all, does Larry Flynt deserve a place in history?
Most influential.
He's a defender of the First Amendment right.
Yeah, I mean, they've rewritten laws because of him.
Does he belong on the porn Mount Rushmore? Is he up there with Hugh? With the great hef.
Well, Hugh is a god. He's on a mountain alone. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You can't compare
Could you
anyone.
Sleep with a woman that had sex with Hefner? Or would you be creeped out by that? Oof. Especially the old Hef.
Oof.
And the answer to the question is, how hot is she?
Yeah, how hot is she? Yeah, I don't know. Tough one. You're posing tough questions.
I'm strong today. I came to the glass with good stuff.
Can we get to the mansion before it's all said and done?
The mansion is strong.
I would love to go to the mansion. That takes an invite. That takes a special...
Wait, hold on.
Can we get to the mansion?
You want me to tell you heartbreaking?
What?
Fight Net Radio, because they had the MMA fights and the boxing matches at the mansion.
No.
In the heyday of Fight Net Radio and the Bonaducci fight.
So did you have access to the mansion?
I never went. I never had the guts to pull the trigger.
Why? I know some people that have been in the mansion.
I want to believe that it's hot and cold running sex. But now with the hashtag #MeToo movement, I'm not sure women want to have sex anymore.
Mm-hmm. No. They don't feel obligated. They don't feel pressured. They don't feel it's going to, get them ahead in their careers. They're not, everything is kind of balanced into the point where, again, equality, women's rights, the 60s, women's lib, all that stuff is all well and good. And again, this generation coming, behind us, I mean, these young people are educated. They're powerful. They're political. They have a voice, and people will listen.
No, I want a friend who wants to have fun, who also wants to have great sex.
Yeah.
And that's it. If it turns into something else, yay, bonus hour.
Yeah.
Okay? I've tried it the other way of converting friends into playmates.
Yeah.
And that's cost me a ring.
Mm-hmm. Not which ring?
Ring 5.
That was the 5th. Okay.
For sure. Mm-hmm. Ring 5.
Ring 5.
In fact, I made it very clear early on that she was so much fun, in fact, that I didn't want to screw up knowing a super cool person with a relationship.
We need to look up the Guinness Book of World Records for most proposals.
I know there's a lot of marriage. There's somebody with a lot of marriage. There's like a divorce
a guy
attorney.
that got married 20 times. I'm
It's
sure
really
20 rings. I'm sure you're all. But again, hey, you had 6 rings. So did Brady. Now how many's he got?
7. Well, then I'm putting it out there for any available women who wants to be number 7.
Yeah, you
I will immediately date her and give her the 7th ring just so I can be tied with Brady. Oh my God, how great would that be? This is great. All right, I'm putting a call out there.
Okay, he wants to be.
I'm looking for somebody
number
who's
7.
been fucked over by a guy So we can commiserate about how shitty our exes are.
Wow, this could be a contest.
Wait,
this
hold
could
on,
be a
hold on,
contest.
hold on.
Oh
Number
my God.
2, preferably dead family member, so that you can try to get the angst out of me about my dead father that I clearly haven't processed or I just don't care about. Since you know the backstory on that one, not going to matter.
Yeah.
There is nothing. I told that to my therapist, actually. I feel like I should be sad. I'm just not. Okay. Number 3, you want to go out into public with me, which would be, that's kind of high on the list.
Yeah.
You got to be willing to be seen with me. Number 4, you have to actually tolerate my insanity.
Yep.
Number 5, I hope you have a really possessive, scary, weird, jealous ex, because that would just make me happy to know that I could rip his ears off his face. And then I can intimidate him for her. And she will be thankful and go, oh, look, I bought a whole new box of toys. Try them out on me.
Wow.
And preferably you just want to be friends who have crazy sex. Maybe sober. I've never dated a sober person. I've had sex with sober people. Most of mine all drink heavily and quickly. And then you put it into my hands, which means you're going to drink twice as much. I live vicariously off of them.
It takes away all the inhibitions.
Or I'm just batshit crazy and I fuck them up. At this point, to quote Chris Rock, at this point, I got to take a look at myself. I might be the problem.
We're quoting Rock again? You like quoting Rock.
I quote Rock on this one, which is, look, after this many rings and this many marriages, I got to take a look at myself.
Ooh, man.
I can't have that anymore.
So, ladies, he's looking for somebody to watch Notting Hill with, or American President, or
the American President.
My favorite again, Love and Romance is again will always be. You like the Annette Bening in President.
I do love.
I like the Annette Bening in A Love Affair with Warren Beatty.
They've got to like. They've got to like Ben and Jerry's.
Ben and Jerry's.
I like American Dream.
I got peanut butter chocolate cup in the freezer. That's what I'm eating right after this.
You got to like Ben and Jerry's.
Yep. What else? What's in your wheelhouse?
I'm okay on either cats or dogs.
Cats or dogs?
Either one. Yep. I'm good with both.
Okay. Which I don't
unless you have 2 large German shepherds.
I'm not digging the dogs. I'm not digging the cats.
Because I believe she's having sex usually with the large German shepherds, and they seem to be jealous of him.
Wow. Jesus. Okay. Like, what, you afraid they're going to shit on you? Fuck that.
I can tie a show together.
Oof. Wow.
All right, let's see what else. What's else on my do list?
All right, so you need somebody in your wheelhouse.
I want damage.
You want a damage girl?
I want damage.
You want a damage girl?
I do. I want somebody who's been fucked up.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not going to repair this time. Yeah. I tend to repair. Right? And then they leave me and I feel bad because I've invested into rehabbing, a 57 Chevy. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I just want to bask in the craziness and try to forget their pain. I'm good with mine at the moment, but I think living through somebody else's angst would be a lot of fun and not try to fix them. Because normally I just fix them.
Yeah.
And it's real easy. You buy them a ring in a house and a 100-inch TV, a fireplace, a pool. Do you want me to keep telling you about the Walnut House?
Let's keep it coming.
That's pretty amazing.
Keep it rolling.
Would you like a BMW?
What can I do for you?
Would you like me to give you every single one of my paychecks and me to never ask a question about where my money is at all?
Help me.
Just hand me a card and tell me not to spend too much.
Wow. You're pretty easy.
I'm a get.
Wow.
And you see how much money I make when I'm actually working. That's a really scary thing.
Scary.
I'm trying to spend it as I make it these days. By the way, if you want me to spend dumb money on you.
You will?
I will. Oh my God, how great would it be to spoil somebody who hasn't been spoiled and treated like shit?
Wow.
And been treated like shit.
Weekends away.
All these suckers
Head
better
down to
step
Cabo.
up. Gotta step up.
Head down to Cabo.
I pack a chainsaw.
Up to.
I'll skin your ass raw.
Head up to.
And if my day
Carlsbad,
keeps going this way, I
Palm
might
Springs.
break your fucking face tonight. Give me something to break. Wow. Just give me something to break. I pack a chainsaw. What? A motherfucking chainsaw. What? Now what's the next line?
I don't even know that song.
It's just one of those days when you don't want to wake up.
That's not 80s.
Everything sucks.
That's not from the 1980s.
Everyone sucks.
It's not from the 80s. I don't even know what song it's singing.
You're not into Limp Bizkit?
No.
Oh.
Nope.
You know what?
Wait, Limp Bizkit was 90s? 2000s?
Oh, I guess it would be nice.
No, I don't know. That wasn't
if I could touch your body.
I don't like it.
Oh, everybody. Karaoke?
We should do some karaoke.
Sober karaoke.
Sober
You want to know how
karaoke?
you got your shit together? You can do sober karaoke.
Yep. What would be your first karaoke song?
Bow, 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 bow.
Bound chicka bow
No.
wow. What about a porn
now.
song?
I know it because it was the last song I sang as a drunk.
Bound chicka bow wow.
Bet you think I'm sitting at home? No. Think I'm all alone? No. Think I'm missing you and wishing you would call my phone? Hell no. I went wheels up on a runway,
Kid
and
Rock?
that ticket was a one-way.
Kid Rock?
I'm somewhere on a
Kid
beach,
Rock?
sipping something strong.
Kid Rock?
I got a new girl, got it going on.
Kid Rock.
We drink all day and party all night. I'm way too gone to have you on my mind. She got a body, and she's a naughty. And she got me like you ain't never got me. I'm sipping some, because I
Kid
ain't
Rock.
slept in a week.
It's Kid Rock.
I'm somewhere on a beach. Dirks Bentley. By the way, if you're a female, all one of you who watches this show and knew that was Dirks Bentley, I'll put you on a beach.
Put you on a beach. It sounded
I
like
had
Kid
a
Rock.
whole list of.
It sounded
okay,
like rock.
So when my breakup happened, I went through a whole list of songs of. That was the one I listened to consistently. Somewhere on a beach. I lived
I
on
thought
the
you were
beach,
listening to Sheryl Crow. Or
leaving Las Vegas,
weren't you listening to Crow?
Counting Crows.
Counting
Crows. Possibility Days was
Okay, that's there. I knew it was something Crow.
Yeah, the Possibility Days thing.
Counting Crows.
That happened in Vegas.
Wait, no, what's the chick you like? Etheridge? Is it Melissa Etheridge?
No.
You don't like her?
No. You really want to know the truth of who
Yeah.
I'm into? Oh my God, this is
Who
like
was
a
it?
Toby Smolder thing. This show's going deep cut. Learn more about Lee this week. All right, I have a thing for Susanna Hoffs. Do you know who she is? Do you want me to do it with the eyes? Mm-hmm. Walk like an Egyptian.
Oh, I like her.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, that's the Bangles.
The one with the hair.
Bangles,
one with
the lead singer, or one of those?
The brunette who played guitar. That's Susanna Hoffs. No, when she does the thing with the eyes. Mm-hmm. Walk like an Egyptian.
I like that. I like that video back in the day. It was right in my wheelhouse.
Susie Hoffs. I had her poster. Mm-hmm. I had her poster.
All right. Do you like Bangles for
It's
a girl
just
group,
another
or
man,
do you like the other girl from the group that the wife the wife's married to David Beckham?
Wow. Yeah. No. Spice Girls.
Spice Girls or Bangles?
Bangles.
Bangles.
Would I rather have a fucking foursome with the Bangles?
Okay, Joan and Jet.
Okay, I got to
think.
I got to think for Joan Jett. I got to think for Joan Jett.
So Joan Jett instead of Pat Benatar.
Okay, and here's why Pat Benatar gets dismissed. She's been with her husband / guitarist since like Dirt, and he looks like a dirty tattooed member of like basically Motley Crue, which means he's probably done shit to her that I can't even imagine.
He seems like a piece of shit because I heard Rick Springfield on Sirius 80s. He was guest
not
DJ.
a fan of Neil Girardo.
Nope. Neil was in Rick Springfield band doing guitar. He did all the guitar work, for Rick.
This is
And
the best show we've done.
again, when he went with Joan, something went down. You know what I mean? And he wasn't his favorite guy. You know what I mean? Definitely. He didn't like bash him, but he didn't like, really sing his praise or anything. So
Yeah. So there, Pat's disqualified. I've always had a thing for Joan Jett.
I like Joan. Did you see the movie with her and Michael J. Fox?
Who?
Her and Michael J. Fox. Did you see that movie?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. She should have done more movies.
I'm way into Joan Jett.
Why didn't she do any more movies?
Don't know.
She was on the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Did you see it?
she was. She was with Miley.
Wow, Cyrus, what'd you think?
They did Bad Reputation.
I thought that was better than Halftime Show.
They didn't do Cherry Bomb, which I thought would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Cherry Bomb. Runaways, kids.
All right, so let's tie a bow. We're still trying to tie the bow
so
on
for
it.
me, just because of what I'm into right now, always Counting Crows.
Yeah.
I am a depressed, happy. I told this to my therapist, remarkably. This is a very deep cut show. I listened to the Counting Crows previous to like me getting my shit together, and I thought they were the saddest songs. And they do, quite a few relate to relationships and allow me to remember relationships I've been in. And usually when I break up with someone, a song gets assigned to them, and then I compartmentalize them in the back of my head. And if randomly the song comes up, then I have a great little moment about an ex with the song. And then I can compartmentalize it and not run movies of, oh, I wonder what they're doing right now, laughing at me while they sit on my couch and play with my cats and eat my food. Okay. That's the way my brain works. That's the way everybody's brain works. If you've been in a relationship and it's within the last 2 years with someone that you were with for a long time, you are obsessing, thinking about what they're doing right now, and you are hate life. And if you're not, you're lying.
Yeah.
Okay. Now when I listen to the Counting Crows, I find them very hopeful. I find them very strangely
Uplifting.
Very emotional for me. Counting Crows are... I'd like somebody who's into the Counting Crows, which I'm never going to find because it appears to be a lesbian crowd. Or when they do bring their dates, they drag their boyfriends who go, what the fuck are we seeing?
Yeah.
And guys, if you want to go to an all-girl concert, I highly recommend going and seeing Alanis Morissette. That was 99% women, and it was me standing behind...
Who did I say? Etheridge?
Yeah, Etheridge.
Okay. Is that the same type of...
No, Alanis Morissette is Jagged Little Pill.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Was she the one that was married to...
Dave Coulier.
No.
She was with Dave Coulier and Lance
Armstrong. Who was with Lance Armstrong?
I don't know.
Sheryl Crow.
Was she?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
One ball Lance Armstrong.
He kind of fucked her over. Was he a douche? Is he a douche?
No,
how come he wasn't on that douche list?
No, you know what? He is not on my douche list.
What?
I've watched the new ESPN documentary on him.
Yeah.
I like him more.
Because of his honesty, or
he was?
Is he
because
showing
he
remorse?
Can straight out say it now. Of everyone was on steroids. I'm just the one who got popped because I lied publicly.
Okay, then why is Canseco blackballed?
Because he's a douche.
He's a douche.
He is a douche.
He is a douche. We're gonna get him on video.
Yeah, he's a douche.
We're gonna get him on video. We're going back to Vegas.
I need a girl who
we
likes
missed the
the
one
Counting
project.
Crows as much as I do. All right, she doesn't.
All right.
She's just got to tolerate him.
So what else? What else do you need?
Ooh, I do like country and western. I like the whole being on a lawn at a country and western show.
Yeah.
And having that whole kind of summertime.
Yeah.
You know, going down to Chula Vista to the amphitheater.
Perfect date. Let me hear your perfect date.
First date, third date, fifth date. Have we
First
had sex
date.
yet?
First date, no
I
sex.
have 2 protocols for first dates.
Okay, what are they?
Protocol number 1 during the COVID era.
Uh-huh.
Fire pit, beach.
Yep.
Tell me your story.
Ooh. Interesting.
I will ask politely for a kiss at the end of the evening.
Wow.
Straightforward.
Gentlemen. Very, very gentleman.
I'm not going to pull your hair till the second date.
Okay. Then second date, it's on?
No, that's protocol COVID.
Protocol COVID.
Protocol non-COVID.
Protocol non-COVID.
This is brilliant. Guys, write this down.
Okay.
The man who brought you Mousetrap is about to bring you a gem.
Okay.
It's a good one. You're going to think I'm a genius.
Here we go.
First date.
Yeah.
Disneyland.
Ooh.
Because even if it's a shitty first date, I've always got something to talk about.
He took me to Disneyland.
Number 2.
Yeah.
If it's a shitty date, I'm still going to have a good time because it's Disneyland.
Wow.
So no matter what, it's a great first date for me.
It's a great first date.
Great first date.
Yeah. So you're going to drive up to L.A. and go to Disneyland. You're going to do all the rides? Or you're going to do Universal?
No, you go up to Disneyland.
You go see Mickey?
Just do Disney.
You see Mickey like little kids.
Where you can talk.
Yeah.
So you know what you're getting into and how much cotton candy you got to stuff in her face or not stuff in her face.
Yep.
Or if she just immediately goes into the park and goes, hey, where are those world famous corn dogs? Let me show you a trick.
All right. Well,
I'm getting a hotel.
Smarty, fucking 180 IQ. What if you don't fucking live in California, Florida, Orlando?
Ohio?
Yeah.
You want to take them to Cedar Point?
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
If you're in Florida, no, you take them to Cedar Point.
In Ohio?
Yeah.
All right, so we need lists. Chicago. Quickly. You've got a
Chicago is a Miracle Mile walk.
Okay, all right.
I'm good at this game.
Boston.
Boston?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to know what I do in Boston?
What
Go
do
to
you do?
Morimoto's for a
What?
first date.
Morimoto's?
Morimoto's is located at the original Iron Chef Morimoto.
Okay.
His first restaurant that he ever opened was in Boston. It's still there.
Yeah.
It's also in downtown by all the scenic stuff. So really great Japanese dinner, sushi, the whole nine.
Yeah.
Plus a walk around the city.
Don't
Again, I'm going
fucking
to have a
listen
great
to him.
evening.
Don't listen to him. Sheer madness. That's for somebody. Don't fucking.
I can do New York.
Okay. All right, let's go. Jackson, Mississippi.
Ooh, Jackson, Mississippi strong, but I have an answer.
What?
I'm going to take her to my favorite thing that I know about Kentucky, Jackson, because it's all the same answer for all those fucking
All this
hillbilly
Kentucky,
backwoods.
Louisville.
Yeah, my
What about
cousin's my
Nashville's
sister.
different.
Okay.
Grand Ole Opry
Actually,
Hotel.
Nashville's included in this because I saw it there too. We're going down to the gas station that has liquor, handguns, and illegal fireworks.
Yeah. And you
And
just
buying a little bit of everything.
buying some shit. And you're
Buying
gonna
some
blow
shit
some
and
shit
having,
up.
blowing shit up and listening
Blowing
to
it up.
country.
Listen to country.
Got our
Put on the red
snapbacks
hat.
on.
Put the
Turn
red hat
the
on.
other way. Snapback. Got it. Turn
Magna?
the hat the other way.
Magna.
Maybe even toss in a little cornhole.
Okay.
Throw a 20 on a cornhole game.
And then are you having anal sex first night down there?
No.
No.
Cornhole is a game where you throw beanbags.
Oh, I
through a
thought
little
cornhole.
hole.
I have a
good
different
segue.
definition. Yeah, okay.
Funny.
I thought it was.
Throw a
Cornhole.
20 on a
Cornhole means
cornhole
asshole.
game.
What else means asshole?
What?
What word, like cornhole, describes your asshole?
Nothing other than cornhole. It is exactly the same thing. A cornhole is your asshole, and it's also a stupid game that dumbass white people toss little beanbags into.
There's got to be other. If you go on Urban Dictionary to describe your asshole, I'm sure there's definitions that are funny and educational. Yeah. I bet you they're going to ring off.
We have now done an hour and a half.
I know. We're going to wrap this up.
We do.
But first, I want to wrap it up on something strong.
Strong?
Strong. Urban Dictionary. If you don't know about
literally
it.
Trying to toss me under the bus, thinking of locations I couldn't come up with the perfect first date.
Yeah. All right.
Can do it.
Dallas, Texas.
Oh, that's not even hard. Really?
Yeah.
First date?
Asshole.
I'm taking you to a Dallas Cowboy game
Ooh.
in Irving, Texas.
Yeah.
Dallas will be playing my Chargers, and I will probably be sad. You will have to console me. Thank you.
All right. There's not many.
That default, I've been to Colorado. I've been to Salt Lake. I've been through all of the Floridas. I know where the amphitheaters are in Florida. I know where the fun attractions are in Florida. Maybe you play golf. Oh my God, what if she played golf?
Ooh.
You know the person I immediately thought of in my life that plays golf. God, if she wasn't batshit crazy, she'd be so perfect. I had to unfollow her finally. I didn't tell you this. I unfollowed her and or blocked her.
All right, so we had cornhole, we had butthole, we had wazoo.
You're letting that one completely slide by.
I'm into the asshole. Arse. Tout. Brown eye. Bunghole. Your gut. Rim. Shithole. Anal fin. Shitter. Bung. Rosebud. Dock. Bottom. Keister. Butt. Vent. Tail. Toilet.
Third date, fourth date.
I
You
want
start whipping out your vocabulary.
to whip it out and stick it in your toilet. There you go, guys. And then you take them to a place like Cowboys or, in Boston, it's probably Faneuil Hall or walks along the Charles River.
A Sox game?
Sox game wouldn't be bad,
Right?
bad first
Is she
date.
going to eat a hot dog and sit back and enjoy the game?
My ex-wife, we went to Sox Yankees. That was our first date.
Strong. Did you get into a fight?
She was a Yankees fan. I found out when Jeter got up at the on-deck circle. And she's like, we had great seats. I got him off of Donnie the Dale, who we'll have on the podcast, by the way. Donnie's going to come on. And she's looking up like, Derek's up there, and he's kind of like stretching out. He's like, doing his thing. And I'm like, and she's kind of like looking like, kind of like this, And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, fucking no.
You married a Yankees fan.
I go, what?
How did you fucking marry
I don't know,
a Yankees
man.
fan?
We broke up at first, then we got back together. It was...
Sex must have been great.
Well,
Shit happens.
Shit happens, man. Sox Yankees.
Sex confuses a lot.
When I think about it today, I did. I married a Yankees fan. Holy shit.
Go to justfrankandkillian.com. Wow. Check out the merch. Check out the videos. If you're listening to the podcast, go check out the video.
That's a deep cut right there. I just gave a deep cut. Video. You gave some deep cuts. I just gave a deep cut.
It is a deep cut.
Yeah.
Strong.
Strong.
Wasn't quite as strong as where I went today.
No, you were just out of fucking control. But it worked.
It did work.
Yeah.
It worked very well.
Yeah.
My plan for this show has succeeded.
Do we have a title for the show?
Yeah. 2 Guys, 1 Cup.
Oh, my God. 2 Guys, 1 Cup again.
How do you not see that?
I know. It's got to be 2 Guys, 1 Cup.
Done deal. Mm-hmm. And all we're trying to do is bring a little joy to those that are in a bleak, dark spot. Or a long commute, which nobody has anymore.
Everyone's had their heart broken. Everyone's had it. And if you haven't, pray you don't. This is Killian for Just Frank and my man over here, IQ of 180, Jiu-Jitsu master.
And blue belt doesn't make you a master.
Blue belt?
Just means I can beat up.
Is blue below black?
Yeah, it's one up from white.
White, blue, black, brown? Or white, blue, brown, yellow?
Purple, brown, black.
White, blue,
purple, brown, black.
5.
And it takes 2 years per belt.
Oh, wow. So you've only done what? Jiu-Jitsu for a couple of years then?
3 or 4.
3 or 4. Did you work out in Vegas just to end the show?
I got real emotional there.
Yeah, I know.
I got really sad. And
yeah.
It has a lot of weird feelings for me.
Yeah, well, fucking...
And I was afraid that if I went out on the mat, I might have killed one of the white belts.
Well, suck it up, you pussy.
Go to justfrankandkillian.com.
You fucking kidding me?
Wow, you must give great advice to people in pain. Suck it up, bitch.
Just fucking swallow that pain. Swallow it.
Swallow it.
Swallow it.
Pick it up.
And do what the Irish do. Just drink and don't even talk to anyone about it. Just bury it.
Cry.
Bury it. Don't never cry. Just get angry. Get fucking angry.
We both cried at the Super Bowl commercial. How gay are we?
Yeah, we don't cry over girls, though.
Talk about it for a few seconds.
We cry over girls.
All I heard was, that was a good commercial. And I'm like, yeah.
Fucking, that was tough. Just
legless
suck it up,
fucker swimming across the pool.
Fucking...
Hey, you broke the ice and said, I think that teared me up. And I went, let me confirm it for you. That is fucking gay.
Oh,
3 guys watching the Super Bowl
and somebody's crying.
We're tearing up over a legless fucking, I'll take the kid, it'll be an adventure.
So we do have feelings, we're still fucked up.
I have a lot of feelings.
At the end of the day, you know what I mean, we're just trying to make it through to the other side. And the other side's always the same.
Everybody gets to see a masterpiece that is the Scientology episode.
I don't know. Yeah, I still got to decide. Am I ghosting or am I going to breakfast in the morning with them? I don't know.
How hot is she? I mean, let's really get honest about it. How hot is she?
Can I go there and ask? Can you ask a Scientologist chick if she,
on the first date?
On the first date over coffee.
That might be part of the whole ritual process.
They probably some freaky motherfuckers.
Maybe.
We'll never know. Unless they go to coffee.
We should go talk about this in a hotel room. How far are you willing to go to get me to convert? I've converted for marriage and a daughter. Done it.
You have?
A couple of times.
Ring number 1 or 2?
Wedding ring.
1.
Number 2.
Number 2.
So it would be ring number 3.
Ring number 3, wedding number 2. Wow, we are going deep with these cuts. Deep cuts tonight.
And this can be yours.
This might be the most downloaded episode because we were speaking some truth.
Well, when you do a real podcast, it's supposed to generate listeners and create connectivity. Yeah. This could all be bullshit, too.
We're going to chop this up or we're going to edit some of the video?
It's going as is. Podcast and video one way.
All
down your throat.
1 hour, almost 2 hours?
It's a shotgun.
Oh, my God. You're going to put this whole thing on without splicing dicey?
No.
Okay.
I think it's compelling.
That's why you're doing it.
I think it's like staring into the sun until your eyes bleed.
Wow. My God. Jesus.
From a video standpoint, no. I don't think that there's anything compelling we do on video. we didn't teach. Maybe I'll pull. Okay, so occasionally I'll pull a clip. I think the clip on where to go for first dates is pretty strong. Certainly, when do you bring up what you should do sexually might get pulled off as a section clip. That's probably a good clip of the show. That's a good 6-minute clip.
Okay. So you're going to clip it out to what?
A couple
20
of
minutes?
6-minute clippers, and I'll put the whole big monster up too.
Okay. Can I get a special request?
Sure.
In the podcast, the
which
guys
one do you
that are
want?
listening on the podcast,
Of today's
this probably
show.
won't make the video, but I'm thinking of a new song. I do like Toto. I like Africa, but I want to delve into.
We were supposed to have Long Way to the Top for the Vegas weekend because it just was
It's a
when I
long
was
way
editing it.
to
I
the
was feeling
top
the.
if you want to rock and roll. I think we need something that really pops. And again, I want to give the listeners the Irish flavor of the bagpipes as that fire of Just Frank and Killian comes popping out of the screen. So I say we do this moving forward.
Can you do Bomb Squad?
I say you pick a theme song for one episode, and the next one's mine. I pick it, and then we go back and forth, and then we just keep rolling. And then eventually, maybe we'll take some, maybe we shout, let it all out. Yeah, I mean, come up with your own, and we'll just have to, like you did, you changed it to Viva Las Vegas.
Did you really just say Tears for Fears? Shout?
You were just singing something, and I said I was singing it too.
doing the... Look, it's got to have a bagpipe in it, or it doesn't work for the show.
No, it needs bagpipe. But how many songs are out there that we can find
with
the bagpipes?
Because I've done the homework on this.
Okay.
I can literally do an arsenal each week. There are 3 girls called the Bagpipe Brigade or whatever they are. They're 3 hot chicks who play bagpipe. One, it's just intoxicating to watch 3 hot chicks blow into a bag.
Oh.
Number 2, they do covers. Like they've got Enter Sandman. They've got they're the ones who did Going Down to Boston Town from the last episode. From the
Shimmy Me Up to Boston, the Dropkicks.
Whatever that.
Yeah.
No, that's the girls.
That's them.
Yep.
That wasn't our boy. Wow. Okay.
Which is probably why we didn't get a DCIMA hold, which normally happens when I use real music on any of the shows. There's usually a trademark issue.
So we can use those because they're not trademarked.
They're bagpipe covers.
And that's not trademarked. Or is it?
No, nobody cares about the bagpipes playing the song.
No one cares.
Nobody cares about bagpipes in general.
I do.
Why do you think Weird Al plays a fucking accordion? Nobody cares.
Nobody cares? I've seen Weird Al in concert.
Okay, I've not done that, and I've seen everybody else.
Guess who he's playing with? You'll never guess. The Monkees.
I like the Monkees.
I've seen the Monkees.
That was on my bucket list, and then they all started dropping dead.
And Weird Al.
Now it's like a weird collection of monkeys that don't actually
Are the Monkees still alive? All
There
the
are 2 of them left.
2 of them? Who we got?
There are 2 left.
We got Davey.
Nesmith is alive and touring again with
Michael?
Torque.
Michael. Oh, Peter
Torque's
Torque?
alive.
Peter's alive?
Peter Torque's alive.
Peter Torque is alive.
But look, without
You need Davey.
Davey, who cares?
Daydream Believer? That might be a nice bagpipe. That might be actually a good bagpipe.
Homecoming Queen.
I like that song.
I watched every episode.
Last Train to Clarksville.
Take the last train to Clarksville, and I'll meet you at the station.
You don't need to be. I
You
love
need
that
to
song.
be there by 4:30.
4:30. You don't need no hesitation.
Oh no no no!
Oh no no no.
Horrible episode.
I had that album.
I hope this cheered someone up
Oh man.
on some very warped level.
Monkees.
This was fairly dirty, fairly racy. It meets my criteria for the show. It had
talked sex.
deep cut day for
Deep
me.
cuts. We talked about Larry Flynt, and Brady got his 7th.
2 guys, 1 cup. That'll do it.
2 guys in a cup. That's
Go
all
to
you need.
justfrankandkillian.com. Click like, subscribe, share. We will get back to our man on the street. It looks like we're shooting content this weekend.
How are we? Where are we going?
Yeah, we're taking the camera.
We're taking the camera out?
Somebody's birthday is coming up.
Oh, I wonder who that is.
Adventures are abounding.
We're going road trip. Road trip. Road trip. That's all we'll say. I'd like to golf again. On the Pebble Beach course. Yes. Ooh, damn. Let's wrap it up.
Shillelagh.
Good
Thanks
show.
everyone for listening. We appreciate all of you. The Secret Handshake. We will see you guys probably this weekend with a fresh video coming out. So if you're not liking or subscribing or going to the website, you can't. But if you're definitely on our Facebook page, why don't you hit that like and follow button so you get some shit showing up in your feed. So
Like
you can
us, because we like you.
Like, click, subscribe.
Like us, because
Right?
we like
Like,
you.
click, subscribe.
Like, click, survive, subscribe. Yeah.
Survive, really. Is what our shows
Survive.
will be.
I will survive.
Thanks,
I
everybody.
will survive. What's that song? I will survive. No?
Deep cut day.
Deep cuts, baby.
Take care, everyone. We'll
All
see you on the next show. Blah.